105.
Here's Watson. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This will be, 38 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Allen now on 1st down. He's going to go deep for Beasley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll run here with Moss. And the Bills are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Moss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
at the 6-yard line.
Now Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Bills have taken the lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
A gain of a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Watson. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 61 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
25-yard line.
This is it. 19. Tackle. Check. Crunch. Watch safety screen. Safety screen.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
Johnson on the carry.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Hyde on the coverage.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friends.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Complete to Gabriel.
A big play here for the Bills. 54 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stopped short of the goal line.
Again, it'll be Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
It is good. Makes the score Bills 14, Texans 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this will be caught at the 30.
What a play! What a play!
Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 64 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Watson escaping the pressure right. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 12, Watson flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Vernon Butler in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Moss. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Moss, the ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5 now. Allen eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble. They run here with Singletary. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Allen, escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll go with a keeper. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. The kick by Bass is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, Isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Watson to throw on third down. Open man is Hansen. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have broken the tie. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Texans 24, Bills 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Allen flush to his right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is taken at the 23. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 34-yard line.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And a little floater there is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Powering his way forward. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run with Moss. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
His kick
and he knocks it through.
Makes the score Bills 31, Texans 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Taron Johnson made the stop.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. They'll look to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
32. Bills 30.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Allen to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. Complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Allen. Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back to throw. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
For the field goal, a 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, that's what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when